Hello everybody, welcome to the studio. Hopefully you're all having amazing creative days. So today I'm going to show you a little tip and trick that you can do with your Canon cameras, but you can apply this knowledge to any other brand too if you don't shoot Canon. And it's a little trick that'll help you sell a few more prints or a few more edits, and at the end of the year that all adds up and increases your bottom line, so it helps you make a little bit of money with this thing in your hand. So I opened up my business in 2005, photography business. It's now 2025, so that means I've been making money with one of these in my hands for 20 years. It's a long time, man. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into this quick little tip that might help you out. All right, so let's get into it. So most of us, when we start off as photographers, we're shooting JPEG. We buy our entry-level camera, or we start with a phone, or whatever the case may be, and we're just shooting JPEG because we can't afford Lightroom or Photoshop or whatever program for editing the raw files. So a lot of us start with JPEG, but anybody who runs a business usually migrates to shooting just RAWs because you get so much better dynamic range and you can edit and push and pull the photos a little more. You have more options. So usually when you buy a camera, the first thing you do is you pop into the menu, you turn on your RAWs, you turn off your JPEGs, and you go around shooting your clients. And of course, you know, if you're selling prints or edits, you're always showing them the back of your screen. You're like, oh man, check out that photo. That photo's so you. That's gonna look so good on your Instagram profile, or that photo totally captures your character. And you know, you got your marketing, you got your words, your tools, your sentences, your sayings that you use to hype people up to get them to buy more prints or more photo edits. But here's a little trick. With a Canon camera, if you just turn on the RAW files and start shooting, the JPEG, or that image that shows up on the back of the screen, is like a compressed JPEG, and that JPEG is relative to your picture style settings. So usually it's on neutral or faithful or something like that, and that's a very flat profile. So what you can do is you can go to your picture style settings and go to your custom settings and set up a custom setup. So increase your saturation by 4, your contrast by 2, sharpness by 2. So just kind of make the image look more polished in camera. So you don't have to turn on JPEGs, but the camera will use that picture style setting or whatever settings you set there in order to generate the preview on the back LCD screen. So if you're shooting your client and you're trying to upsell them on the shots, or you're trying to impress them and show them like good looking shots right out of the camera, you can change your picture styles to that. So, you know, you're doing your shoot and you're like, oh man, come check out this photo. This photo's so cool. That's so you, right? And they're looking at it and it's sharp, it's clean, it's punchy, it's contrasty. They're like, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? So that's one way you can hype them up. And if they're excited about what they see and you're excited about what you see, I mean, people buy based on emotion, right? So if you're trying to sell more prints or sell more edits, people see that you're excited about it, they get excited about it, they see a cool looking image, and then they buy more edits. So there you go. That's a tip and a trick there for you if you run a photography business and you're trying to sell prints and sell edits. And here's another little trick for you too. And you know, sometimes you have clients and they like the photos, but they can't afford more photo prints or photo edits because it's just out of their budget. So, I mean, as a photographer, how much time does it actually take you to edit a photo? Not very long, right? So if you have a good client or your new client, and you know they like the photos and they paid for 5 edits, but you know they like a few more, then you know throw on a movie on Netflix, or you know get in front of your computer, edit a few extra shots, give them 3 extra edits, and just say, hey, listen, here are the edits you requested, and I really love these 3 shots, so I edited them for you free of charge. So you know, take those, enjoy those, and trust me, if you do nice things for your clients, that always comes back to you. You know, 20 years in the business, trust me, that's some good advice right there. Make sure your clients are happy, because the whole idea is you cultivate a stable of 20, 30, 40 clients, and if they all call you 2-3 times a year, right? Exactly. So there you go. Now you know. Hopefully that advice is something helpful for you and helps you grow and develop your photography business. And if you like this kind of stuff, definitely subscribe to the channel. I got a lot more tips and tricks on the channel. All right, peace out. I will see you guys in the next video.